we are certain that everything is uncertain. AI
We need to have
solutions.
stickers, AI,
Yeah, yeah,
AI. Please
yours.
add them. Like a person.
Wow. We're going to have our third podcast. Okay, maybe the second one with the guest. Today we're talking with experienced senior BA who
me.
will shed a light on the situation with this role nowadays, because in this AI fast-paced environment, it's really hard to keep a track on all of the updates. So today we will talk about innovations, new approach, how companies how companies change the view on this role, and talk about hiring a bit also. So Ira, can you say a few words about yourself?
Yeah, thanks for introduction. My name is Irina, and I'm, well, as you mentioned already, a senior BA, and my experience is pretty wide. I've been working in different companies, different setups, and I think that based on that, I have something to share, as well as being a mentor, a trainer, so like different various roles, and that gives me wide, I think, way to describe the situation right now.
Yeah, you're a seasoned expert.
Okay, I believe you.
Yeah, let's start with the common question. How did you find your current position? What helped you to make it possible? Networking, brilliant CV, I don't know, a lot of job interviews. So can you shed a light on the hiring process right now?
Well, for me, it worked in a way that was a combination of these factors that you mentioned, because first of all, given the fact that I've been working in different companies, I have a bright CV, right? And it really helps nowadays because there are a lot of candidates and you have to somehow be noticeable among them. That's probably the first. Second, well, it's also maybe like networking as well, because right now I'm working at SoftServe and I already been working in this company. So just I'm kind of came back and well, like in this situation also CV worked as well, because during this time period when I've been in other companies, from the moment that I left SoftServe, I gained another experience that I guess was kind of valuable for the company right now.
If it's not a secret, what kind of experience? Is it like in management or in technical sphere?
Well, that was mostly experienced as the same as a business analyst, but rather in working in different setups, like through outstaff approach, when like I didn't have a dedicated manager on like the side of my company, and well, I was living completely in the ecosystem of our client.
Okay.
So yeah, it means like you have the support, right? But there is nobody who can help you manage the situation. You are dealing with a lot of cases, with a lot of again, situations on your own mostly. So that requires, of course, like more senior approach, right? More, I don't know, alternative ways how to solve problems, and it also helps to grow soft skills as well.
Maybe kind of in this way you're gaining this valuable skill of helicopter view, like when you can see the whole picture and be out of the woods in this situation.
And this was like only one, right? And additionally, during this time period, again, I gained experience working in pre-sales, also like doing some people management, hiring junior BAs, helping them to grow. So that was like, again, a combination and mix of different.
Okay. So we need to focus. It's like another tip we can highlight. We need to focus on the combination of skills, and the best is to be this T-shaped persona, to have it from various areas. And let's talk about titles, because I think that this is a kind of title crisis right now, because there is a position of a BA. After that, there is a technical writer who is kind of again BA, but the title says but shrinked. Also, we have, I don't know, product owner, analytic, I don't know. So there is such a big variety of these titles. Maybe on the post-production we will add some variants here popping up just to see.
Right there.
Yeah, like there or there.
Yeah.
So how do you see that? What company is actually looking for, I mean, average company right now on in the tech sphere, what they are actually looking for, and what we can include in the BA role right now, and expect this person to handle this like bunch of responsibilities?
Well, I would probably start with something like quite far from the actual question itself. Some people say right now that, hey, IT is dying. IT is like really in a big black hole, you know, it's like living the worst life, but it's partially like that, just because IT is not something, it's not like a sphere which is a separate stuff. It really depends on other businesses, because IT is mostly like a service. We help companies to digitalize their processes. We help them to enhance like their internal kitchen, as we say that usually, right, in our native language. We help to improve their products that are existing, and that help them kind of in simple words, continue getting more money and income, right?
Enhance their business,
Yes,
like with
exactly.
additional value.
And at the end, it actually influences the fact that IT is really dependent on the whole world economic system and situation. And right now we are having this turbulent period, right? And the companies tend, and big businesses especially, they also tend to shrink their budgets. They tend to like minimize their spendings and their costs, and it results in the fact that they are willing to pay less for these IT services, or other kind of rearranging their budgets, right, and their budget like allocation and plans. And it leads to the fact that right now it's much harder to sell this pure BA role as we used to have it like 5 or even 7 years ago, when it was like a boom for the whole IT. And in order to still like keep up with the market trends, as a BA, you have to either combine multiple roles, like be able to, for example, not only handle the requirements, solicitation, clarification, this alignment topic, but be also ready to do some people management. Especially it's important in outstaff companies, not outsource. Outstaff can still have more like distinguished roles. In product companies as well. So you have to be able to like pick up the work of your colleague. I wouldn't say that it's like deeply technical. Well, it may depend, because I've seen several vacancies, right, when companies were requesting someone who is a product owner and an architect in the same person. But I wouldn't say that this is impossible. Yeah, of course, these people may exist, but it's really, you know, hard to combine, right? So you have to either be really skilled in BA's activities or be skilled in the technical. It's hard to do the same job. But well, this like kind of requests, they do exist in the market. The second topic is soft skills. When there are a lot of people in the market who are looking for the job, you need to be able to be like mature. I mean, because I do believe that, for example, the title of a senior BA or like really experienced one is not only about the hard skills. It's about how you behave in the situation when you have a high level of uncertainty, or how you manage communication with people under pressure, how you work under the stress environment. And right now, I think we're all living in this full of stress lives. That's what actually like distinguish you from other people. If you can really like behave as a mature person, you can find the resolution in complex situations, you are able to build a relationship with different people. And I also see the tendency, especially in Western companies, that they tend to hire or keep in the companies people like employees who are really like soft skilled, but maybe less like hard skill, like the package is a little bit less, but they are really good and their soft part. So that's, I wouldn't say that hard skills are not important. I would say that we should still grow them and, for example, have the either strong domain expertise. This is, by the way, also what companies are looking for right now. They want not just a BA or a product owner, they want also the expert in some specific topic. And nobody is really all like ready to wait until you gain this expertise, until you like do a research or find something, right? They just need the answer right now, and that's like another tendency in the market. So again, you have to combine this all, or be ready to combine this all, and do not like pay your attention only on the hard skill part, but still be like open to grow your soft skills direction as well.
Okay, that's actually a soft transit to our another question, because yeah, I believe that nowadays we are mainly focused on the soft skills, not the hard skills, the hard background. But what about juniors? Because it's so hard for them, you know, like to show their experience, solid commercial experience, because sometimes they may have like zero of them. So what we have for them nowadays? Do we have any position right now as a junior? Yeah, like solution for them. So what the future from your perspective?
Well, I think that mainly it's hard right now to find your position, or like as if you are a junior in any sphere. I mean, like not only as if you're a BA, it's the same for developers. I think like that's hard right now because everyone wants like a true expert. You just graduated the university, but you have already 10 years of experience, right? So this is what everyone really expects. Yeah, but. I would say that if you're a junior, you should mostly try to either gain the knowledge or somehow use the one that you already have in some domain. For example, you may be like, you know, a son or a daughter of a doctor or an engineer, right? And you can use this because you already like you were grown up in this atmosphere of this like domain knowledge, right? And you can use it. So try to find alternative ways what you can sell to the companies, and not just your hard skills on this topic. Try to emphasize, for example, your good knowledge of not only English, but if you like know any other foreign languages, right? Because sometimes companies are looking for people who are like really can speak in a free way, like in German, in Italian, in Spanish. These are rare cases, but they also exist. And sometimes it can be also valuable. And yeah, again, if you're a junior, don't be afraid to take more job, to do more at the beginning. Because also if you are engaged, if you are willing to collaborate and you are producing a valuable result, then someone can also would like to give you the chance, right, to start. Because not every company has the big budget for a position, right? They can pay you like less than, for example, you are expecting, but in order to start, that can be also a good way, because it's kind of a win-win, because you are gaining expertise, you are filling up your resume, you're adding more points to your CV. So nobody really wants to do that. I mean, work more for less. But
especially
at the beginning, especially
young,
right now, well, unfortunately, it also may be the case.
Yeah, okay, that's a good point, to gain like to have this stepping stone in the career by doing extra work. And it's an interesting topic if people are ready to do that, because we are
living not that much.
we are right now living in this world of the self-care, which is great, but at the same time, I see that people are not ready to work more than they expect from this role. But there is another game changer, which is called AI, and all of this AI
we
solutions.
Need to have stickers, AI.
Please
add them.
They are everywhere, actually. Exactly. And I believe that right now, the average position of the junior, it's already some AI tools that you can spread among the team. And encourage them to use. And in this way, we have this big influence, like really huge influence on the market, that right now you can just take a subscription and the job is done. What do you think? Is it?
I think that people tend to forget that AI, as of now, maybe like that will change today, or in the evening, right, or tomorrow, or in several days after when this video is released. But it's a tool. It's still not a human. It doesn't have any emotional intelligence. and like without like high quality validation of its result, it does nothing. I mean, it produces like cool results, but only in the case when you have a really detailed prompt, when you like just share exactly what you are requiring it to do, how the result should like, all these details, like, and the perspective, because it's like it just recently like child that was given a birth. It has zero context, and you have to feed it up with this context, and then the result is like more or less good. I had a chance to create a training from scratch using ChatGPT. But my prompt, well, can you imagine? It was like A4 paper size long. And still the result wasn't that perfect. I had to correct it. I had to have several rounds of proofreading, and saying, giving it some files, some materials, some sources, and saying, hey, can you validate all of the results that you generated? Like compared to these sources, right? So that I'm sure like these results are true, because sometimes you can either hallucinate or find one article and build the whole like result, the whole output based on this one article, which may not be true. So still human is someone who has to validate the result, who has to check if they are all valid, if they are good, and at the end just is responsible for presenting these results. So this proofreading and kind of validation, I don't know how to say it in different words, like what it will be the better.
The proof of this,
still is the responsibility of human, because nowadays, even in my project, I've seen multiple examples that people share the documents that they generated using AI tools, and they didn't really read them, in detail and correct it and adjust it, and they were suggesting them, and hey, we can improve our processes using this document, and I'm gonna come on, but it's not applicable to our situation, because
and they may forget to delete. Like if you want, I can convert it into a PDF file.
Hopefully I haven't seen like this kind of big mistakes. But sometimes it really appears. Also, due to this modern trend with AI, there is no way to skip it. I mean, right now, if you are looking for a job and you may see like several vacancies, you may notice this overall in interview, right? Saying, hey, I just use ChatGPT to proofread my emails, or I just use ChatGPT to help me write a user story. That's already not enough. This is like pure minimum, I would say, of the skills, right?
That's interesting point.
So you have to, right now you have to be able to use it in various use cases, and that's already the market reality as well, what I see.
What is enough, like to be able to write a user story using AI, or to be able to analyze a big data set using AI? What do you think? Just let's imagine, what would be enough, like this requirement for BA role to use AI? Because I believe right now, that's a true story. I opened the variety of these solutions, starting with a Claude, Gemini, ChatGPT, and they are my besties. I talk with, I sometimes validate my decisions with like trying to prompt all of these solutions, so that I would see that, I'm right or I'm wrong. But this is just my strange approach. What do you think? What is enough? Maybe not to use only this like basic set. Are there any other solutions for BA? For example, I opened another tool. It's AI note tracker that keeps all your speech scripted, and after that like provide you a summary, like that was a meeting about this, you decided this. So it was like really nice workable solution for meeting notes, and this is my case. What about you? What do you think? What is enough?
Okay. Well, when I said that like here is the like pure minimum, I mentioned what actually companies may require when they are posting vacancies. But sometimes it's not what actually you do when you join these companies.
Okay.
Yeah, because this is like a big difference. Especially what I see nowadays, at one hand, there is like this AI boom, agents, different tools, like helpers, etc., advisors even. But on the other hand, we still have these big enterprise companies who are using Excel for their decision making. You know,
Oh my God.
they use Excel as a database to track some records. They use
Excel table, yeah.
like Power BI based on these tables to draw some trends, etc. So this is like, you know, that's what is the reality for now.
Falls
And
apart,
yeah. And if we talk about tools overall, there is like a bunch of them. I'm not sure there is a single person who can keep track of every new tool that appears on the market every day, because we have a lot of them. But what's important is, first of all, you may have different security rules. For example,
okay,
that's another topic. That if you are using like a free subscription or not a corporate subscription, right, you may be like just sharing your personal data or your thoughts or the decisions, etc., with these tools. And you know that all the human beings, we're just by our own will, you know, giving this all information about ourselves right now. Second is that big companies like SoftService, we take care about customers' data and our clients' data. And well, there are strict requirements in what cases we can use this or that. I don't want to describe this. So yeah, that's separate, but just for the whole audience to know, right? So if you are using a note taker, you should be careful about the fact that if it's like kind of sensitive information that you are discussing, etc., sometimes these tools are not also allowed in the setup, etc. So again, this is like a place where in some projects, none of these tools are allowed, right? And even if you as a BA, you want to gain the expertise and you want to kind of like know how to use it, you want to try, you want to play with it, you are not allowed because of these security rules. So this is like also one part of the situation that it's sometimes hard to keep up with modern trends just because of different circumstances in the setup that you're currently working in.
Okay, yeah, that's another thing. And I believe that so we can just summarize it, that you need to have this advanced prompting skills, like to be able to search, to have independently done tasks, so that you don't need some kind of assistant, or just with using these helpers, just be able to find a solution or something like this. Okay, yeah, that's a valid point, especially about security. And I believe that right now we are shifting everything, like it's shifting from technical skills, which you can gain quicker than soft skills, to the soft skill to be a nice manager, maybe sometimes even a babysitter. Like, can we say that the role of a BA could be a babysitting role?
Sometimes it happens, yes.
Yes.
But like I haven't seen, hopefully, these situations in my life that much, because in the most cases I'm working with like the same mature colleagues, right? And I really feel that we have like a real tandem, or we're working in a collaboration. But I also like heard about these cases and seen them in like separate projects as well, that it's normal sometimes that people under stress, they may behave like a little bit differently. I mean, in the way that they want it to behave, right? But under the stress, their resources shrinked, it's impacted. And it's harder, right, to gain consensus, to find a mutual point of view and move on. So that also happens. And this emotional resource is also the one that as BA, I don't know, I will be speaking like from myself, right? This is something that I spend a lot at work.
Okay. So to be a good VA, you have to have like this good resource,
like big container to be able to communicate with people, because I would say that this is where, by the way, AI isn't really able to substitute us. This communication with people, emotional intelligence, not ready, I think, to do that, but who knows, maybe in several days, weeks, or year, it will be able to. Nobody can predict that as of now.
I believe that we are right now in the middle of the storm, that
Somewhere
everything is changing, and it's hard to predict, but I believe the value of a human being, that we are human. we are human beings. Okay, and if BA, for example, has 1 hour to study something, what would you recommend to study, to take on a board? Maybe some managing skills or something like this. What's your recommendation? What would you learn nowadays?
For sure, it depends on your position. Like if you're junior, if you're senior, for example, there may be like different requirements for that. But if you have only 1 hour, that may be not really enough to gain any managerial like expertise, right, or skills, because usually these ones are more acquainted when you are like at work, right, when you're passing through this experience, and in the end, you gain that. So I would rather recommend spending that on learning like new market trends, on probably keeping up with the AI trends, like looking for a tool that may be good for you, or you can utilize in, or also if you can't really use it due to like the circumstances or setup that you have, that would be also a plus for your CV in the future if you are still like on the same way with the market is, because right now, due to the fact that we have this evolution of tools, in order to keep up with the market and be on a good level, you have to not just stay or do something, you have to run actually. And regardless if you are junior or senior, etc., there is no like way to stop actually developing your skills. You still have to like do something, either to enhance them or to move further, or strengthen at least.
Okay, so can you say more about the career ladder of a senior BA? Is it always about switching to product management, or you see that there could be different solutions? What do you think? Can you share your position?
There are actually various ways where to go further, and it depends also like what kind of setup you would like to work, and maybe like it happens that you can work at, because right, you may actually want to, but there is no position in the market, right? There is no demand for now. So if you are okay in switching to this product manager or product owner roles, you can go to product companies. And in this way, right, you will be growing this expertise at your side. It's more about like a true extension of BA role. It's not like something for sure for scratch. There is really a big like piece that is like intersecting, and there is a small part that you will have to acquire like as a new one. In outsourced companies, there are product roles as well, but they are not like oftenly used, because these are either for internal projects, or some clients, they want to pay for this. They are requesting these roles, but that's happening not really often, just because, I do understand these businesses, because they want to keep decision making on their side, right, rather than on the vendor side, and this is completely fair. Also, another way to grow your expertise and move further is actually to not to go up in the ladder, but like a more wide direction, I would say.
Like
switching
to again.
Again, like switching to like discovery, pre-sales, or for example, growing your specific domain knowledge and becoming a true expert, because I know that there are like true healthcare guys, true finance guys who are really expert in this topic, and this is like the place where they continue, to grow in their knowledge and expertise as well. In some companies, there is an option also to like go to a more managerial path if you want to become like head of a department, or like a lead of the department as well. And that works in the case if you are like doing some managerial work and people management is something that you feel good at, and you would like to kind of enhance the skills as well. So like there are different options right now, and it depends on the way what you would like to do. If like you feel comfortable with this job, right? If you're doing it, you do it good right at the end, etc. And yeah, of course, if it's required right now in the market, because it influences a lot.
Yeah, we need to search like to track, to keep a track on this marketing trend.
For sure.
Yeah, and just see what is the top value. So right now the top value is like human skills, human being skills, managerial skills, as we talked.
Shape position.
The shape position, yeah, like
Yeah.
it's what we can highlight as the main at the core things. And what about, just maybe that would be the one of the last questions, what do you think, what is better, like outstaff company or product? Because I believe that there are a lot of opinions, and especially in our country, people are trying to find a product company because they believe it's more reliable. So it's something that will keep you at this position, and you can have this stable income because you're working on the product company. What do you believe? Is it true that you feel more secure working for product company than if you work for outsource or outstaff company?
Well, I'm not sure I can tell like what is better,
Okay,
because there
yeah.
are different opinions, and these are like different setups and different realities, right? And each one has like their plus and minuses for sure. For the outsource, yeah, like what people think that the biggest risk right now is that the project may end, right? And like the client actually like want to stop their cooperation, right? Or it wasn't really that much successful, and they decided not to prolong it, and people are afraid to like one day that they lose their job, and this is also fair. At product companies, it feels maybe a little bit more stable, but it also depends on the product that this company is building and developing. It may appear one day that, for example, just AI kind of, took this niche in the market, right? Yet, and this product is no longer that much valid, for people, and you have to kind of flexibly rearrange it so that it still has its niche in the market, and the company may also, because of that, get caught into some crisis, and decide to have these layoffs or cut some roles, etc. So I would say that this uncertainty, it really right now exists in all the reality, and this is just the fact that we have to accept.
We are certain that everything is uncertain.
For sure, yes.
So this is kind of, we can end on this phrase just because.
And this will be like the result of our conversation,
That's true. Okay, thank you. I think that today we dive into this topic of the edge, where we have human skills, like human being skills, and what can be replaced with AI. And it feels that AI can take everything technical, like everything, like most of the routine, repeated tasks, while we have maybe a freedom. I want to be that ambitious, that we have freedom to create, to come up with something new, because our routine, monotonous tasks now are taken by some
It's called
helpers.
optimization.
Yeah, so let's call it optimization, and believe that it won't take our roles in the future. Okay, great. Thank you so much. And can you recommend something as we are finishing up, and can you share your recommendation for those who are watching this video? What would you recommend to do nowadays to update a CV, to keep I don't know, LinkedIn profile full, or to enhance networking? What do you think? What is the most suitable in this sphere to do nowadays?
I think that one of the most valuable recommendation is just not afraid to try something new.
Okay, that's great.
I think that this is like one of the main thing that I noticed also, that people, they used to work, they used to do something, they used to work in some setup, and they are kind of not actually forgetting, but they are not looking that much around them, right? What is happening? So just checking what's outside, right? Again, looking at some vacancies, understanding what is like market demand right now is also can be a good recommendation, because you understand like where like the market moves, right? And you can just adapt your skills to that, because no one is sure that you're having your position like for ages, right? It's like this is like this uncertainty that we are living in. So basically keeping your CV up to date can be a good exercise, not in terms of the fact that you should be like looking for a job constantly. No, if you have the one and you are happy with it, there is like no sense, but just to make sure that the direction that you are moving in is like the good one, you know.
Okay. That's great. Thank you for this valuable information and advice. I believe that it would be helpful for someone, and it definitely will. And we are ending up. Thank you. Hope to see you next on the next episodes.